Good morning. Welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. Today is actually Wednesday, the 16th. Can you believe I'm getting 2 videos done back to back? Well, I say done. We'll see if I get it done today. Anyway, I wanted to share with you my planner book. I actually did get it put together yesterday. It's not done because I still have to date everything, but I'll just do a quick flip through. I did follow a Nick the Booksmith video on this, and I have some errors, but that's okay. I'm really happy with it. Look, it actually looks like a book. Like, how exciting is that? I'm super excited. I did use my Tim Holtz paper. I allowed myself. I used a little remnant of fabric that I love. I don't know if you guys remember. I used this on the last year's Christmas swap. It was the inside of that lace clutch I made. Anyway, so what this is it's a 1 year, so it'll be October 1st of 23 through September 30th of 24. By the way, hello, I hope everybody's doing well. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, love you, thank you for joining me. Okay, so what we have here is, I do have some errors in this, so I would encourage you to go find the Nick the Booksmith beginner bookbinding video. That's what I used, but I am really happy. I'm overall pleased with it. So in the front here, I just have a folder because you know you get things and you need to maybe have your appointment cards for next time, or you have a receipt or a printout, something you need. So I went ahead and made a folder in here to hold those sorts of things. Then I've got my fourth quarter 23. And I did have a little pocket here, and this is an Artie Mays digital that I had already had printed, and this was just a little scrap of cardstock because it didn't fit the page completely, so I just did a little bit of scripty collage there. So then this will be, October. Obviously I have to date this. I don't have time. October, November. Oh, did I skip a page? Uh-oh. Okay, I did. I was like, please don't tell me I counted wrong because it's all put together now. And this is just a collage page. And then we get over here, and then we're first through third quarter of 24, so January through September. And I left this because I thought I can decorate it later, or maybe I need to put a note there or something. I don't know yet. I'm not there yet. So that's basically what these pages are. And you'll see around these edges, I left the white, and I thought, well, I'm just going to leave the white. I'm not going to cut all that off. That's going to take so much time. Well, then I start putting this together, and I'm like, oh, all this distressed paper and everything, and I've got the coffee dyed paper. So the white was like super stark compared to the coffee dyed and stuff. So I inked all of those pages yesterday. It literally took me like an hour and a half to ink everything. And I have to say that I have to say that I'm so grateful for these whiter ink daubers, because the other ones, the smaller ones, would have absolutely been murderous to my hands. So obviously I have to date everything. I have a little pocket here. And, I don't know how much I'll use the pockets, but I have them there for if I need them. So, I have a little top tuck here. And then I have my 26 weeks. So again, just a collage page. And then the weeks, so I can do Monday through Friday and like to-do lists or plans or whatever. Another pocket here. And then back here, I have just coffee dyed paper for like to-do lists and notes and what have you. So that is my planner in a nutshell. It is a little wonky. I made a couple of mistakes. I do need to put a closure on it just to keep it secured. But I'm very, very happy with it. I was so excited. I was truly doing a little bit of a happy jig yesterday or last night when I got done, because this took me all afternoon to finish. And a lot of that was the time it took me to ink all of the pages. Oh my gosh. It would have been so much simpler if I just would have cut them all down. But then I would have inked them anyway, because I would have had them cut and had the edges. But so you can see it's like wanting to move, and that's okay. But hopefully it'll hold up. We'll see. It was new. It's an experiment. And even though there's a lot of time invested, it is only paper. If it does fall apart, I can still reuse the signatures. So I'm not too concerned about it. I just hope that it holds up. But my cover is just chipboard. covered with paper on both sides. And I think this was the memorandum kit. The Tim Holtz memorandum paper pad is what I used. I had all three of them out. I had Wallflower, the French Industrial, and the memorandum. And the French Industrial was just more masculine than I wanted for my daily planner. But anyway, so I'll have to work on getting that all dated and everything. That's just going to take me forever. Okay, back to our burlesque journal. So I had cut out the Tim Holtz little tag pocket thingy bopper, like my technical term. Where is the die set is actually out. It just says dies, thinlits. It doesn't really say what this one is called, does it? Stitch slots, it does. It's the stitch slots. Be careful saying that word. Anyway, so I had that opening and I thought, oh, that looks like portfolio or a Polaroid picture. So I wanted to put it over her, but it's just a little bit too small for the size of the picture. So I cut a bigger piece of cardstock here, and I measured 1/4 inch around and just did it in pencil on the back side. So I'll set this aside, and then what I'm going to do is using my cork-backed ruler. Make sure you use a cork-backed ruler, because if you don't, then it could slide and you run the risk of cutting yourself, and we don't want that. Now, if you're super good with your trimmer, you could do this with your trimmer, but let's face it, I'm not. So what I'm going to do is just use my ruler along my pencil line here and cut out this window, okay? Preferably not moving my paper. So put it on the wider side and then it'll be okay. So just making sure you go where your lines are, right? And then I'm just gonna go around all 4 sides and then I'll come back. Took me twice to get it right. This one is a little wonky, but I used a blade that I think wasn't very sharp, so it gave me a hard time. And it's not perfect, but you know what? That's okay. I don't mind. So now what I want to do is I want to glue this onto her. Actually, yeah. No, I want to trim around her. And I want to make sure that I get my my 4 inches around her. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut over into this person's foot a little bit, just to start getting a size started, because obviously I don't want her to hang out over the frame. I want her to be able to just glue to the frame. So hopefully that, I know that makes sense. You know what I'm saying. You guys have been with me. And make sure I use the right one here. And so see, she's going to go on there like that. And I like it. So it's going to have to be trimmed around just a little bit more. And I don't know, is that my pencil side? No, that's my pencil side. And it's got a few blemishes still, but that's okay because we can embellish around those edges and it's going to be completely fine. I like it. I think she's going to be cute on there. So I will finish getting it trimmed out and then figure out how we want to embellish the frame itself, and then I'll come back. Okay, so here's what I have. I went back in the book because I knew she was on another page, and I found her name and her title. So she was the sex girl, the S-E-X girl. And I cut just a small strip of orange out of this piece of paper just for a little bit of pop of color there and to hide that white where I cut it kind of wonky. But I did hinge this. I decided to put a hinge. I backed it with another piece of cardstock. So now she can be a tip out on a page somewhere. I'm going to run out of room for putting tip outs, but that's okay. So so there is that piece. I was trying to do like some trim and some bling and stuff like that, but nothing was really working, and I just wanted the simplicity, and I really wanted her to be the focal point because she's stunning and she deserves to have that, she deserves to be the focal point, right? I had thought I might try to put some feathers and stuff on her, but I think that that's just going to be too much this small of a piece with the size that I made the frame. So I will flip through the journal itself and try to find a place to put her with her size. I think that she's going to be really pretty. and just allow for a fun little piece to flip out of here somewhere. I just don't know where. I'm like running out of places to put some stuff here. But I do love it. Oh, she could go there maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I still don't have that figured out. Uh-oh. She could go here and be like in the middle of that page. It's kind of a focal point there. So I'll just temporarily clip her there for now. And I still have the piece here that I've been working on. I just can't get my head wrapped around how I want to finish it. Mark told me she looks like she's got armpit hair, and that's messing with me mentally for finishing that piece. So I'll just keep working on this, and let me see how long this video is so far. Only at 10 minutes, so that gives me time to formulate another piece and work on another piece. I do like the simplicity of her. I like that a lot, and I do want to pick some images that are small enough that we can make some tags and stuff out of it. I also have to find some paper to back these tags because I am very, very, very low on coffee dyed paper. I have got to take some time and dye some paper. The weather has just, I can't do it on the dining room table because I've got my sewing project all over that. The weather has not been conducive to leave paper outside because it's been so humid. It's not going to dry. But I do love her. She's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm glad I did that. That really makes me happy. So we will find another piece to work on and I'll come back. I'm having so much fun. So I found this image in the Burlesque book, and I have like this, I don't know what this is, faux leather that's in this shimmery leopard print, and it matches her so well. So I have the frame drying right now, and then what I'm going to do is back her with something. Probably I'm just going to back her with some a cardstock, maybe even file folder, so that it's like an actual journaling card. I think she's fantastic, and she has a place she's going to fit. I think the one thing that I'm finding I'm struggling with some of these images is their size and trying to make them into cards. So I've decided on a few of them I'm probably going to be cutting some legs off or something because they're just too big to fit. But like I have her, and width-wise, she's like right at 6 inches. So I'm gonna have to cut her down a little bit. I'm gonna cut like this side off of her, and then she'll be a journaling card somewhere. But I just think she's so lovely. I mean, these women are lovely, and just so cute. And I love that, you know, the terms of women and their bodies and shapes has changed over the years. I mean, you look at Marilyn Monroe, and she was quite voluptuous. And, you know, I was even watching I Love Lucy last night, and I don't know what size she was, but she was certainly not a size 2, I don't believe. And so I love that these women actually have figures, and they're just beautiful. They're stunning, and just so much fun. And so anyway, so I'm just going to continue to work. I'm letting this dry really well. My art glitter glue, because this is shiny book pages, it kind of given me a struggle with my glues and making sure that things are staying and sticking. But she is just going to be fun in a pocket. And I love that I went and remembered that I have this glittery faux leather. It was for something that I ended up having never done. So I have some really bright pieces that I probably will never use. I should send them to my friend who hates pink. That's mean. It made me laugh. Anyway, so I'm gonna let her dry. I'll get her finished, and then we'll figure out what else we're gonna work on in this video. It's kind of challenging to work on this and like not be sharing very much because, again, I don't want to give away too much of what I'm doing. Of course, you'll see everything at the final flip through that will air, you know, probably Christmas Day. or the day after Christmas, whatever. But anyway, so I'm just going to kind of continue to work. I really need to get this done. I'm not making very much progress, to be perfectly honest, because I keep getting stumped on these pieces and these images and just trying to collage and make the bits work. So I will get her finished, and then we'll come back and work on another piece and see where that leaves us. Okay, it's the next morning, and I am still working on this piece. I've got a couple of great suggestions from you. Thank you so much. I'm going to still work with that, but not today or not in this video. I want to start getting some things glued down because all of these clips are driving me crazy. So what I think I'm going to do is just start here and pull these pieces out. And the reason that I'm doing that is because I want to attach them so that I can get rid of some paper clips here, because it's starting to get to the point where I'm having difficulty working in here. Oh, what is that? A piece is falling down. Oh well, yeah, I'm not surprised. And this actually wasn't the piece I wanted to start with, but I will. So what I want to do is just get these where they're going to be the openings, you know, they're going to flip open, and I'm trying to balance that right there is where I want that piece. Excuse me, Mark and I were outside working yesterday afternoon, and I am having, there's something in the air that's getting both of us for sure. I'm going to use my 3-in-1 for this because I want to have a little bit of movement. I want to make sure that I'm able to adjust these where I want them, whereas if I use my art glitter glue, then, you know, it's such an immediate hold, it doesn't give you any kind of time to move your pieces, really. That poor pen, I need to take some acetone to that and clean the pen because it's full of glue. But it's got 3-in-1, it's got art glitter glue, it's got tacky glue, it's got all the glues on it. So I'm just going to run a bead. I'm not getting right into my, sorry, I hope that wasn't loud. I'm not getting right into my fold because, again, I don't want to impede these hinges on this. I'm trying to be mindful of where I'm getting the glue. And then I want to make sure that this is laying how I want it to lay on my page. So I don't want my bottom bling there to hang down below, because then it's not going to sit on my page correctly. Oh, I have glue everywhere. I do try to clean up in here, I really do, but on this particular project, I am finding it very difficult to even remotely keep my table clean because of all the little pieces that I'm working with. And we all know that I typically have an avalanche just waiting to happen anyway. Now see, I didn't get that straight on there. And this paper is fragile. Oh, goodness. So try to be mindful of that when you're gluing. That was an example of what not to do. Don't burnish it down until you know that's where you want it to set. So try this again. Part of it is, let's put some glasses on. That'll be helpful. And Rhoda, I'm listening to your video this morning. It's so funny. The cat jumped up on your stuff. Like, Chloe doesn't jump up on the tables in here yet, but she was in the window downstairs when I just went down to get my coffee, and she jumps down for her treat. Mom's up, time for my treat. And then this piece is pretty much the full size of our paper here. And this is, oh, Lisa said it's like handmade paper. Or I think she said it's handmade paper. I'll have to go back and look at the message. But this paper is fantastic. I love it so much. It's really cool to work with. And we still have work to do on this page, right? We know that I want to put something on the back of that envelope there. I don't know what yet, but we do know something, obviously. And then this piece, and again, I don't want that back right in my hinge because I don't want it to pinch it. I'm gonna work from my inside out and make sure we're on that page right. Let's get under there. Okay, so now I've just eliminated a couple of paper clips, okay? And that's what's driving me insane, is all of the paper clips, because I'm having a hard time on one side. If it's pretty much done, I'm having difficulty working on the other side because it's falling off. And I would say, as far as anything behind there, that page is done. I'm not gonna have anything come over the top of this page. So I do think on this page, it's okay to go ahead and glue. What was with those two strips? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go ahead and glue this page down, and don't worry about this. That's just where my paper came off. So yeah, I still have a long way to go on this journal. Long way to go, but I am loving how it's coming out. I'm loving the pops of color. The couple of pieces I did make yesterday were great. I did make another one after I quit filming yesterday. And so I just have to keep going on it and get moving so I can get done. I don't know if my end of August deadline, or goal, I should say goal, because that's my goal. I don't know if that end of August goal is going to come to fruition or not at this rate that I'm going. And I'm looking for things and pieces and parts. And like my friend texted me yesterday, and the one that I get some amazing vintage pieces from, and she said, did I send you such and such? And I'm like, I don't know, I'll have to go look. So I got my bin out, the one that oh, that's good to know. That pocket is not glued at the bottom. Okay. Anyway, the one that I get so many cool vintage things from, so I did get my bin out yesterday and looked, and I'm like, I don't see it. So I'm like, if you still have one, send me a picture, because there's only one more place it would be. But I'm just trying to kind of burnish that down gently because of the way this is like folded. And see, we can still put a pocket inside here too for just a small tuck. It's supposed to rain again today. Okay. Sorry, that was my weather bug. So I can still put a little bit of something here too for a surprise, but now I know that's not glued. So I'll get some glue in that pocket there. And I don't know how I managed that. I thought I glued it. All right, I'll get some glue in that, and then I'll be back. It's the next day again. Now it's Friday. I have just been, not able to accomplish anything in here, really. I do have this piece I wanted to share with you that I had used my glossy accents on, but then I used a clip on it and the teeth marred it, and I thought, oh no. So I took my heat gun to it. Don't do that. Don't take heat gun to the glossy accents. It bubbled. So then what I did was I just took my nail file to it and sanded it down, and then went over it again with another layer of glossy accents. And now you can't really see where I messed it up. So that's good. So that'll get put on. I did that yesterday. It had to dry. And then I've been working with this little image of this lady, and I have tried like so many things to do with her. Tried so many things to do with her. Is that what I want to say? Hang on a second. Sorry about that. Anyway, so I've been trying, and she was just a small image, right? On the back side of another image that I had cut or torn or whatever. So I cut this, and I cut this, and I cut this one, and then I cut this one out of the middle of it, and I'm like, well, I don't like that. That's not going to work. So then I took my 1 3/4 inch punch and just punched her, because now she's going to fit in that doily, right? So I had this little piece, and I thought, oh, I'll put her on here and make her a pocket. But then I was just black, and I ran it through my embossing folder, and you guys, the coolest stuff. I hadn't used it before. This stuff. This Nouveau Embellishments mousse. Oh my gosh. So I just got a little on my finger and just lightly rubbed it, and it's gold, but on this black, it almost looks silver. It is such a cool effect, a really light metallic effect. It's really different than the glacier paste or even the gilding wax. Love this. And when I was at the retreat in the spring, she didn't have any glacier paste. This was the only Nuvo product she had, so I was able to get it. But this stuff is cool. Like, I just opened it. It's the first time I've used it, so I'm like really excited about it. But for that being gold, it sure does look silver on the piece, which I think is really cool. And it may be because I just did it so lightly, but oh my gosh, love, love, love. So then I'm like, well, now I don't know that I want her on there, so I think I'm just going to use that as a little corner tuck on a page. Oh my goodness, my nose is itching. Not that you needed to know that, but it's like with a vengeance. I don't know. The massage therapist had a cancellation, and so she asked me if I wanted it yesterday, and I'm like, heck yeah. So I went and got it, and she's struggling with her allergies too. I mean, it's like ragweed and grass and all kinds of yucky stuff in the air right now. Okay, so I still want her. I did think about making her an altered paper clip. Like, wouldn't she be cute if we could do that in the back, or even have her, trying to think about how to make her a paper clip and have it work without damaging the doily itself. And I don't have a 2-inch punch, because that would be ideal to back that. And I don't think I have any circle bases like that, but I have this glitz and glamour too, and I like that with her. So this is what I've been fussing with, and this is what I was doing on this as a tag, and I was like, oh, I embossed it and did the mousse on it, so that totally changed that. I mean, you gotta go with the flow, right? I still haven't done this yet. I will. Okay, so I'm going to cut her down. I think I am still just going to make her a simple tag, because on one of these pieces I do want to use my Tim Holtz pocket, and she would be really cool tucked in one of those, like, as a tag. So I'm sticking with that plan. So I have made contact with a Stampin' Up person, a rep. So 4 to like 2 and an 8. Let me do this in a way that makes sense. Yeah, so 2 and an 8. So I think I want to go maybe, well, what's the width of this? I guess that will tell us what our maximum can be. Oh, well, it's not going to fit in there. Yeah, it will. What am I doing wrong? 2.5. I should put my glasses on. That would be helpful. So let's go like 2 3/8. So 1 1/4, 3/8. Anyway, so I've been in contact with the Stampin' Up gal, and the reason is that I'm trying to figure out if we can do like an online party, because, you know, I don't know anybody here really that crafts. So like to do an online party, and then so if you would have any interest in that, if we can figure that out, please let me know in the comments below so I can share that information with you. I like it if we're able to figure that out. And I have this piece of coffee dyed paper we'll just do in the back. What is my height on that? I don't even know. So anyway, so yeah, let me know if that's something that you would be interested in, because she's trying to figure out if it's something that we can do, and then we'll go from there. But I've been to like some stamping classes, but it's been a really long time ago. But I know there's like some cute stuff like in the Christmas catalog or whatever. So I want to see if we could do an online party, and that way everybody can just get what they want and go from there. But again, just let me know if you're interested, and that way I know to like say, hey, it's open or started or whatever. I need to not lose this. I've got some Bible verses there I want to study. But anyway, we should probably stamp something on the back of that before I glue that down. And I don't have any of my stamps out, like none. No words, no phrases, no nothing. So let me get a stamp. I just dug through all my stamps and literally nothing spoke to me, so we'll just have to come back to that at another time. What was I gonna say? So I hope everybody's doing well again today. I know it's the same video, but it's like, how many days now for me trying to film this video? It's been like 3 days. I have to go clean today. I did tell Mark, I'm like, I'm about done cleaning this year. I mean, we're TikToking here with leaving, and my mother-in-law's coming for a couple weeks, which is going to be wonderful. I think I told you guys that, though. We're going to go see our set of grandkids up in Wisconsin, and then I should have rounded those corners, but it's okay. Anyway, and then go down to Pennsylvania in an area where her family is from, or their family. I guess it's Mark's family too, isn't it? And anyway, do some exploration there. So that'll be fun. And then also, I don't know what all we're going to do actually when she's here, but I'm sure the 2 weeks is going to go way, way, way too fast. And but I'm really looking forward to it. I have to say, I'm so blessed with her, you guys. I mean, you know, you hear people have horror stories with their in-laws, and I'm just so blessed with her. I just don't know what I would do without her. I just love her. Just love her. She's just an amazing person, and I'm just really grateful to have her in my life. So these book pages are all shiny, and it is giving me a little bit of a challenge. I have to remind myself that I can't use just whatever kind of glue. Ooh, that would be cute as a ticket, but no, because stop it. Anyway, and I do have to like be mindful of that because, oh, I wanted to make a tab. I do want to make a tab for her. Because, you know, the shiny surface only, like, the art glitter glue works really well. The problem I have with that, and I have to be really careful, is that I don't want my page to bubble and where you can see that I've glued. So I've tried to get a thin layer and get that kind of smushed down. Okay, so I want to put a tab on here. So let me just see, do I have any scraps that I can just use? I don't think, I haven't really created that much in the way of scraps yet, because I really haven't cut up a whole lot of like the colored paper or whatever. So, oh my gosh, you guys, I was watching a video this morning and I was cracking up. Mark makes fun of me because I'm like, yeah, so, and I was watching a video this morning and it's somebody else. I'm not going to say who it was. But anyway, and she was going, yeah, so, and I was like, I'm not the only one. It was just comical. Do I want a piece of that? I think that would be a pretty tab. Anyway, I just was cracking up. It's not somebody that I normally watch, so it was just a lot of fun hearing it, and I'm like, I was giggling. I said, I'm not the only one who does that. Which, you know what? There's nothing wrong with it, but Mark makes fun of me. Hey, what did he say the other day? He was making fun of me about something. I think that might have been it, the yeah, so. And he goes, I've heard you say that a few times. I said, how many of my videos have you watched? He goes, a couple. But he doesn't sleep, so he's up all night. So I'm like, is he watching my videos when he's like up in the middle of the night? I don't know. That's kind of crazy, but it's all right. Oh, I like that. I think that's going to be cute. And the blue will tie into this at the bottom. And I think I'm going to heat emboss this and make it kind of shiny. I think. So let's get our tab on first. And then this will be the last piece we make in this video because we are getting a little bit long. But the video I should, let me rephrase that because I'll be telling on the person. I watched a video this morning and it was like a book page pocket and I really liked what she did. So I probably will make a book page pocket for in here. And, oh, I like that. That's cute. I love the pop of color on this paper. Love the colors in this paper. I really do. And I'm trying to use it so sparingly because I only have the few sheets of it, and so many pieces I still need to make. Like I really need to be getting done with this project. It's a lot involved with the style that I did, and I'm like, okay, well, so I just have to, you know, work. And you know what I think I'm gonna do is put that on my finger, because I need those to stay down. And then, oh, don't stick your finger in it. Anyway, so this will be the last piece that we do, and I'm really trying to focus and get done. Like you saw in a few, I don't know, previous segment, I did glue down, you know, the one page with some bits on it, but then it was like hard because I'm still not done with designing all of the stuff, so it makes me really nervous because, oh, I know, on that particular one, I was like, oh, I was going to put a magnet behind that and hold all of those flaps down, which I obviously didn't do. So it's things like that when I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go for it and, you know, put it down or whatever. And then it was after the fact I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I was gonna do that. And I mean, I have notes and stuff. Oh, that doesn't go on there. I have some notes and things, but I'm like having such little time in here, and to be perfectly honest, I really am fussing a lot more than I need to with these pieces. Like I have a vision with where I want to go with this journal, but the vision and actually bringing it to life are really two different components. And so, I mean, I really admire people who come up with new ideas and are able to just say, oh, here's what I want to do, and they bring it to life. Now, of course, and I've mentioned this before, with doing the YouTube videos, I mean, it is a lot of time, and you know, I don't know how, like some people put a video out every single day, and they're hour-long videos every single day, and God love them, but I just don't have time in my life for that. I mean, Mark and I have stuff. We have stuff to take care of, and in the winter, well, when we were here in the winter, it was a lot easier because it's cold. What else are you going to do, right? I don't know what that is, but it's there now. Anyway, oh, I like it. And then I'll put that there. Yeah. I wonder if I have something that's in that color green. I mean, there's this, but... Okay, so anyway, oh, I know I have a piece of that somewhere. It's probably big enough. It's right there. But anyway, I mean, just if you're one of those people that puts hour-long videos out all the time, like, good for you. I just can't do it. I just can't. And so, you know, I'm always so grateful for the grace you guys show me when I am unable to film and stuff. Oh, I think that'll be nice for another. No, I don't know. Oh, maybe just some lace behind that. Let me get some lace. But anyway, so that's that. But, I mean, I know I'm rambling about it, but I do want to say that I'm very grateful for the grace you guys show me with my kind of sporadic. I am trying to put videos out every 3 days. Sometimes that's just really hard for me to do and get filmed because, I mean, look how many days it's taken me to actually film this video. So, anyway, I'm going to put a little bit of trim behind her. I just need to find it. I think I'm just going to go with a neutral because I know I don't have any green trim that color, but that'll just make that pop and put it on there. And I think that'll be cute. She's a little high, but I have art glitter glue on her, so she's not moving now. And I'll get that put on there, but when I put something behind there, it'll take up some of that space. But it does need to be more flat because she is gonna go in here. Let me set that there. So like she'll probably be in the back, and then that'll just peek out, and that'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, I have to figure out what page I'm going to put that on too. So I will do that as well. And then I'll I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for understanding that I'm filming at different days and different times and just trying to sneak in here and work on this as time and life allows. And I know this project probably seems a little choppy for sharing it with you because I'm not doing the whole thing on video, but there is a lot that I'm trying to figure out and work out with how to make this work with like flaps and stuff. So hopefully it'll all come together like I'm envisioning. We'll see. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for joining me. Bye.